empty shelves over here. Oh yeah, boy. I was looking to tag you. No, I thought brother ain't getting no press if he set the ring up.
Well, I heard the story and I was just like, really? Is this the way this happened? And then I started thinking, like, well, yeah, he would do something like that.
We'll see.
And then I was like, oh, the whole reason he would black out like that is because the guy didn't help with the ring.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not allowed to get in unless you help.
That's the whole, and he didn't wipe his feet.
Yeah.
I mean, brother didn't wipe his feet. And brother got a little better reaction than we did.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. But see, I get mad, Bullet, because I'm telling you, I'll be the first to admit that I'm losing it. Mm-hmm. I'm losing a little bit slower than Billy Jack Haynes and them, okay? It's going to be me. Well, I'm trying to get up to this level where me and Billy Jack Haynes can do a reality show.
Okay.
Okay? Big brother, going to put me and him in a house. Big brothers in a house. Okay? But it ain't going to be a house because he wants to make the paper. We're going to be two brothers in a house till the rent's due. Okay? That's what happened when I was a little boy. Really. Okay.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Daddy Don't Work, You Wrestle. You're the claps. You know what time it is, George. How was your weekend?
Bullet, unbelievable. As we dive right in to this episode. Well, that's a pretty good lead-in.
Yeah, it was.
Anyway, Bullet, that's all I can say. That's a true story. Going back to what me and you were talking about before we went on the air is, my sister told me one time when we were little, we were so poor, because I thought we had like one homestead. You know, we all go back to and visit when, you know, the old house is still up on the hill. And my sister told me one time, I said, no, we live in a bunch of different houses. I said, what do you mean? She said, because every time the rent was due, we moved. Anyway, no drum roll on that.
So Michael Landon was coming over the hill
yes.
different houses?
Yeah, okay. Different houses. And the covered wagon left the lot, usually at night, okay, with us in it. But anyway, that has
so you screamed Shane into the darkness in multiple different houses?
Multiple different houses, okay? Long Ranger went up on that horse in a bunch of different property when I was little. So anyway, has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Welcome all of you great viewers to our great TV show. What a weekend of everything. First of all, I want to give a quick plug to Fox 8 there around Winston-Salem, High Point area. They came to the Speedway. It was so cool, Bullet. They were covering pit crew challenges and all this, and then Ed heard about the Loch Ness Monster up on the campgrounds, which is us.
Which, by the way, sorry I couldn't make it. I was very sick. And it was intestinal stuff, and I didn't want to ruin your canvas. I'm not going to lie. It was a very, very disruptive weekend. I have just now come back to being a human being.
Sorry, Bill.
Yeah, it was. I was meaning to text you, but like
okay.
I already gave him the Iggy that there was a
there was
50-50.
Yes, exactly.
There's a 50-50 there, and
yes.
I'm like, oh no, it is now 100%.
So the odds in Las Vegas would have been take the bet. But,
exactly. You had a better shot of me being there than maybe LeBron has in the finals.
Oh,
right
yes.
Now, so,
yes. Boy, great weekend. Quick plug. Thank you, Fox 8, for coming. They just a great guy. But, you know, sometimes, I mean, honestly, and I know you know this, sometimes they come to cover us and it's to be made of a joke or they got a little comment or, you know, something. And it really ain't, you don't want to talk to them, basically. Yeah.
Like this local news crew is finally going to be like, oh yeah, we're finally going to admit that pro wrestling is not real, and we're going to have the exclusive.
That's exactly right. And it's like, what are we doing this for? It's not to help us, and it's almost like
we just wrestled.
And they want to feel like airtime or whatever. But this,
you're not special. You're just filling content. Okay, some kid on YouTube is doing exactly what you're doing right now.
That's exactly right.
With far less crews, actually, and almost with the same equipment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Sometimes better looking ring than I got.
Yeah.
But Fox ate a tremendous job, just a great guy. You felt comfortable with him, and he ate he ate breakfast with us, and he covered talked to a lot of the younger guys, and so got a little bit of coverage. And so I want to thank them for that. I want to thank, of course, Raceway Ministries. Of course, we finished up. Bullet, we will be back in a few months, believe it or not, for the big September-October race. You know, they have the one in the middle of there. And just a great, the rain came a little bit. No hurricanes.
I have to be there for that one because I can't go a year without it. Right? I keep the streak alive at least once in the year.
That's exactly right. So. And it is just a great time. We got to meet a lot of great people, and Bullet, on a kind of a small, serious note here. You know, you wonder what we're out there for, but there was an older gentleman that him and his wife had come to the race, you know, every year since the beginning of racing. I mean, that's how old this guy was. But he had lost his wife this past year. And so he debated whether to come to the race. Well, he came anyway on his own. We got to meet him. He came over and watched wrestling, had a great time. And so I feel good. If nothing else, this weekend, we made him smile for just a little bit. Ring, and he got to eat breakfast. I got to meet him, talk to him for a little bit. And he wants to come back and maybe help out at the track some, and fill in some of his time. So anyway, I was very glad that he got in the camper and came on his own, and just trying to keep that alive. So anyway, I felt like we did a little good there, at least till the wrestling started, and then probably made him depressed again. But anyway, just a great weekend. Of course, Bullet, big night Saturday, AML, Bullet, Winston-Salem Fairground Annex. Last time I was in that particular building, believe it or not, WCW had ran it right towards the very end. This is when, it was over. This is when the Von Erichs had done left, and a sportatorium wouldn't even let us in, but WCW ran it. I tagged with, I think it was Tracy Smothers, against, it was supposed to be the Midnight Express. I don't know but half the boys didn't show up. But anyway, it was great to be back. Bullet, great time. Bullet, micro midgets all over the place. I had a great punchline. I left it in the car. I had a small idiot bag. Not to throw the midgets in. Idiots. Oh, there you go. Not to throw the midgets in, but some people.
Idiots might be actually the ones that they might dislike.
Well, you know what was funny, Bullet, is, and I've said this to you before because we know several midget, short people, whatever. But it was kind of earlier on, before crap broke out at the show, the midgets were sharing with some of the wrestlers and the fans how they get mad when they're not called midgets. It's kind of neat hearing them say that.
That's what's weird. Is like everybody says don't call them midgets because it's the same as the N-word.
Yeah.
But then when you call a little person, they get extremely offended.
Bullet, I told those midgets that we were.
So I just call them MFers now. I just call them MFers right now.
Oh, Stan Lane, great match. You hear me? We calls it right.
Yeah.
We calls it right. That's a whole other thing. But anyway, but it was, and we're not making fun of that. We're just saying this was before the people came in.
It's called buttholes.
No,
that's what you are, butthole. You're a prick. You're in all kinds of.
It was funny hearing them hearing their side of it. It's like everybody's got an opinion, but nobody's asked the midgets how they feel about it. And they said, "Oh no, it hurts our." Basically, it hurts. He said it hurts our money. It said because we're not little people, and it's just anyway. It was neat, not neat, because I knew I've heard it from them before. They're trying to get a paycheck, and but one of them, it was kind of funny because he does a lot of work with like the amusement parks, and he was saying, I wish I could just speak my mind, sometimes, because they put him in a little costume, and he said, Mom and Dad leave the little Billy alone, and little Billy comes over and starts pugging the little weeble wobble or whatever with the stick, and the kid can, the little short midgets is wanting to, he said, but I'm dressed up like Bugs Bunny, so I can't knock, I can't knock the kid out, but the kid's like pulling on my ears, are you real, are you real? And the midget said, I just wish one time I could snap, out there, whoa. But anyway, so great time, Bullet, believe it or not, I will be the first one here, exclusive, on Dad You Don't Work Your Rousing Television, to say that yes, what you have heard, the mystique of the second coming of Mil Mascaras is true, Bullet. Only one. Only had one in me. One dive in me, okay? We got to work on the brother trying to catch him. But here's why I haven't said much about it, because people think it really had nothing to do with wrestling. It had nothing to do. No. I know it was wrestling. Wrestling event.
Blinding Rage had everything to do with that.
That's exactly right. And everybody's making fun of. I saw George jump out of a perfectly good ring. No, I don't want it associated with wrestling, because then I'm a bigger idiot than I am. Does that make sense, Bullet? No. So anyway,
it just reminds me of the time when somebody, I think somebody messed up a spot, or they did something the opposite of what you told them, and you lost it. And I'll never forget seeing you jump across the ring. And it looked like an Ernie Ladd football card from the 1970s, where you were all stretched out, and I heard this audible, "Ah!" Now, granted, you were on the opposite end of the ring, and then you were jumping across to the other side of the ring. I feel like So I could picture you doing this dive being the same exact thing, except you were right up against the ropes, as opposed to being on the opposite side of the ring. So I feel like if you were going to dive on the guy, it's just the ropes got in the way and you ran out of ring.
Yes.
You would have done the dive clear across the ring.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the ropes are already 2 inches in front of you, so you just dove.
Yeah. Yeah.
As opposed to diving and then having a whole bunch of ring in front of you.
Bullet, listen, I would quote that great theologian, David Lee Roth, who said, he was asked one time about...
Just jump?
Yeah, exactly. No, it's very true. He said, I can help anybody jump. He said, the landing is where the problem is. Mm-hmm. So, that was kind of us. I just wanted, you don't know, everybody says, yeah, nobody... In my day, boy, I know I'm an old fart, but I have seen, and I know you know where I'm coming from, I have seen wrestlers literally get stabbed. I've seen them get cut. Of course, I've seen them even been threatened with guns. And I know this is 2018, and they won't do it at a wrestling show. They'll just shoot you at a Burger King. And I'm not making fun of that. I'm just saying when someone hits...
Listen, you can carry a gun in North Carolina.
Yeah.
You can. I believe it's an open carry.
No, so when
you don't know what anybody's got in their pocket, and then also too, you were talking in there before. You were talking about Blackjack Mulligan. There's another Blackjack Mulligan story where he was wrestling in New York, and somebody cut him.
Yeah.
On the way back to the dressing room, and that same knife had butchered a pig and got some sort of bacteria
on it. Right.
And he got some sort of bacteria infection in it just from getting sliced once.
That's exactly right. And see, that's my point, Bullet. See, and I know in this era of pro wrestling, people are thinking, yeah, right. Like anybody can get that engulfed and can get that mad or that excited to just hit the ring without even it was security railing, and it don't happen. We don't want it to happen. That's the point. But
we don't know anymore because then people are walking into Waffle Houses,
that's exactly
schools,
right.
grade schools.
That's exactly right.
And just unloading. So why would a wrestling show be any different when there's a security breach?
That's exactly right.
And that's the other thing that's even weird too. In this whole heightened world of we need to up our the Second Amendment is like we just need to up our security and just be more vigilant and attack people when things happen and put security precautions in those places, but in a wrestling show where there's a large group of people, that's fine. And then when somebody has a security breach, us as police officers, let's just sit back and laugh and say it's part of the show.
And see, Bullet,
just like it's just part of schooling to get a shooting in the middle of it.
I think that's when I wasn't even thinking. I mean, my kids and twins and everybody's already yelled at me. You're not 15. What the heck you think you're doing? You're not jumping out of.
Somebody's got to do this.
But I'm thinking. Nobody else is going. I just wanted my first instinct was if this, and I know we all look back now and say, George, that was probably pretty dumb because he didn't. He was just drunk and
you don't know the level of danger
exactly
is this, and we don't know that anymore.
That's right. And if he could have got that far,
if this is where we're living, this is what we got to do.
And see, when brother saw me coming out of the corner of his eye, and he tried to take a powder. No, but I ain't going through this much trouble of getting in the ring. And not having a reason to get in that ring. I don't even want to do it when there's a match waiting. Okay? Mm-hmm. So, brother, I leaped without thinking, and I got to work on my landing. But
like I said, there just happened to be no more room for you to dive.
But listen, it is much harder to dive onto a moving target than it is someone sitting there saying, "Hit me." You see what I'm saying? So I took the level. I think I just changed the game.
You most certainly did, because I have thought about doing a dive very similar to what I've heard described that you did, and my concern is I don't know if the guy's going to catch me. I feel like I'm going to be a little long, a little short, and that's a willing participant standing there like this who may or may not be able to catch me.
That's right.
And I'm concerned about that, but they are most certainly game to be like, oh, I will catch you. For you to dive on somebody that's like, I am trying to get away from this crazy person.
But that's how...
That's a whole level of danger.
I'm telling you that right there.
No longer me falling backwards and just hoping somebody's catching me. No longer the most dangerous move in professional wrestling.
Well, listen, I think I got to learn to trust people because I think that's what I'll just catch myself, okay? I would rather the ground catch me than this running individual that's actually trying to escape because he's already thinking, because you know the minute they hit the ring, you can see it in their eyes. First thing you think is, what did I just do? I mean, it didn't, you know, especially when they didn't get the reaction.
And it's not like you're a magic bullet shot out of Lee Harvey Oswald's gun. You know what I'm saying? Like you're still trying to hit a moving target, but you're not going to zig and zag.
Oh no, boy. Let's do it. Brother's right here, okay? And I just dove to the closest place. He just happened to run under it. We just got very lucky that day, okay? First, it took me like 4 days to get in the ring, okay? Brother, listen to me. Hey, I got to save this because I'm going to tie this into our idiot of the week, but not for the reasons that we were discussing. But anyway, I just think I changed the game. That's what I'm saying, boy, okay? I knew I had one in me. I didn't mean to take away from Stan Lane and Zane Dawson's huge title match. I didn't mean to take away from it, okay, boy? But
you got to get your high spots in.
I got to get them in. You know what I'm saying? I got to get it in. And so I think nothing can impress.
In the words of Kevin Sullivan, after wrestling for 2 decades, you know, I got to get over it.
Oh, exactly. That's exactly right. Hey, listen to me. I got to do what it takes, boy. Hey, everybody's up their game out there. Now, you know what? If nothing else, Bullet, I have done. So now, just a basic dive on a guy catching you, nobody cares about that.
No.
Boy, you got to up it to where you just, when the guy don't expect it, you got to tell him to take off running. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's like me and you throwing football in the backyard, okay? And you're the dad and I'm the son, and you tell me to go to the clothesline, hang a left, and you throw it before I get to the clothesline.
Yeah, Tom Brady can throw a touchdown pass if the guy knows that the ball's being thrown to him. Now, can a guy catch a touchdown pass when he doesn't even know the ball's being thrown to him?
Exactly
that's
right.
now the
no,
question.
That's exactly right.
Multiple sports have now got up their games.
Real quick, boy, a lot going on this week. I think you got, I know tomorrow, right? You got something tomorrow?
Yeah, I got a comedy show tonight. I have a comedy show Thursday. Thursday's going to be insane. I'm playing a character, Richard Biggins. Healthiest man in Chicago in 1997. That's going to be interesting. I filmed some stuff yesterday, and that's going to be hilarious, but that's going to probably put that whole thing up on YouTube eventually, but it's a character comedy piece that I'm doing this Thursday at the Evening Muse. So make sure you check that out this Thursday, and then I'm doing a comedy show in Cornelius, same place I did the show where I wrestled the bear.
Yes. Oh gosh, yeah.
I'm going to be doing that show again, and then I'm also going to be wrestling at the here in Charlotte Saturday night. So for more information about that, just Instagram, Twitter. I'll plug it in.
And I will give a quick plug real quick. I'll be going to Miracle on the Mountain. Believe it or not, it's came back around. I'll be going to Miracle on the Mountain this coming Saturday, not this past, this coming Saturday again for Miracle on the Mountain, where we did our famous one-time twice, yes, on their show. Yes.
I was happy about the second one. The first one, I don't know.
First one was very...
First, I don't know what we did.
No, I don't either.
I don't know what we did. Second one, I feel like that was a little bit more us.
Yeah, first one was kind of out of our zone. I feel like our agent booked us for that.
Yeah.
And we didn't really have a say in it. You see what I'm saying?
And I was supposed to be the top bad guy on the show.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was trying to work in a whole angle in there.
Oh, yeah.
And that didn't work out well because it wasn't genuinely us. And this last time was just us in front
It
of
was very Van Halen-ish playing it like some honky-tonk. And they were out of their zone.
Well, no, it was more like because that crowd had got let in so early, and then they had nothing to see or do.
That's exactly right. I remember that.
And the show wasn't going to start for another 45 minutes.
That's exactly right.
So like, hey, do you want to go do it now?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? These people are doing nothing.
That's exactly right.
And what it reminded me of is when the one time when I went to go see my grandmother with my family in Jacksonville, Illinois, and in Jacksonville, Illinois is where they had a Capitol Records distribution plant where they made all the cassettes and CDs at that time. So every Capitol Music recording artist would show up for the Capitol Fest or whatever it was called, and people were passing out cassettes of people that were playing, like, hey, this person's on stage, here's a cassette of them. You know, it was like a big thing. Years later, certain artists got very popular, and I was going through some of those old cassettes that we got at that festival, and I pulled out one of the cassettes, and I go, oh my gosh, I saw Garth Brooks perform in front of 250 people who could care less that they were listening to Garth Brooks.
Oh, wow.
And so it was very much like that.
Yeah.
It was like, you don't realize. So I'm just saying, you people that saw us at Miracles on the Mountain last year, just you wait until we're doing stadium shows, and I'm swinging on a rope over 10,000 people.
Oh, boy.
And we have actual rain coming down as Thunder Rolls plays in the background.
Oh, I love that.
So get ready for that.
And we become lovers because you leave Miss Bullet for me. Because
You become my Trisha Yearwood.
Yeah, exactly. I become your
Hey,
Trisha
you get
Yearwood.
a cooking show.
Oh, yes.
And I start making weird Facebook posts.
Oh, I love that.
So,
Bullet. I got goosebumps. And then you're going to come back as like the real dark Bullet.
Yeah, Christopher Gaines.
Yes.
That might be my Richard Biggins. Might be my Richard Biggins character right there.
Oh, Bullet. That's pretty cool, actually. I want to be your Trisha Yearwood. Okay?
Still can't get my music on iTunes, by the way, just to let you know. If you want any Garth Brooks, you still got to buy CDs.
Listen, anyway, that's my luck. Okay, Bullet? She had a great career, but she's remembered most by...
being a home wrecker, but yet she's on the Home Garden Network. She's a home wrecker, but yet she's there on the Home and Gardening Network, telling you how to build your home. Well, first of all, you got to destroy the house. You got to destroy the home that you're walking into.
Well, that's a whole night of material. You know what I'm saying? Trisha, I feel you, honey. Okay, I've had a great 40-year career, but I'm gonna be remembered by that stupid dive. Okay, that's what people are gonna remember me for. That is my legacy about died.
But don't worry, nobody's gonna see it because we're not gonna see
the
footage.
Well, listen, with your internet knowledge, we'll create it if we have to. If they can create it on WWE K15 or whatever that game is, Bullet, we got to see it. I want to see it.
As soon as we get to that point where we can restructure and make CGI and make people do things on videos that they didn't do before, first thing I'm going to do is have you diving.
Well, see, but I want to see it just so I'll know what not to do next time. But honestly,
your form.
Yeah, my form. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? I mean, did I give it one of these?
Did you get out one of those?
No, that's what I'm saying, Bullet. If it ain't Nadia Comaneci form, that's very old school, Bullet. If it's not Nadia Comaneci form, but seriously, as a wrestler, and I'm thinking, because everybody said, oh, if I'd have been there, I'd have been, no, what, and seriously, I think why I snapped for a moment is I just wanted to get the guy away from my Caleb and Zane. I mean, I really did.
For that guy's safety.
Oh gosh.
For that guy's safety.
Listen, and after they got their hands on him, I wanted to protect the guy from them. Okay? I was just, this Batman stuff's rough. You see what I'm saying, boy? Hey, I think Batman's going to start turning the other cheek. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, so much going on. Idiot of the week. Well, there's so much going on now in this world, but we could literally open up that bag and just don't even say a word and just let the idiots
just rain down, just like when we start performing Thunder Rolls. Just let it rain over the crowd.
I'm telling you, boy, so many quick ones. I just want to give a couple quick jabs at before we finish that. One is everybody knows, and I don't understand this because being a celebrity as we are, and in the motion picture world, you know, the new Star Wars movie. Well, the first day it made $145 million, and they're saying that it's a flop. I mean, maybe it is, but how can you make $145 million? Now, it may have cost $345 to make, but they don't have no real big, you know what I'm saying? It ain't. They didn't go get the handsome Raiders of the Lost Ark people. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even get the real CP3PO. But you see what I'm saying? I don't know. Is that...
Listen, you have so many of them. Not all of them are going to be the best of all time.
So
okay, it's like going down the Golden State Warriors roster.
No.
Once you get to the 8th one, then they're not a Hall of Famer. Boy. Now 1 through 4, automatic Hall of Famers.
Boy,
well, 1 through 3 for sure. 4th is on the bubble on whether or not he's going to be a Hall of Famer or not.
Is it? Seriously, am I?
When you get down to the 8th, Golden State Warrior. Eventually, a little bit of quality is going to fall off.
And seriously,
Livingston is not as good as Klay Thompson.
No,
okay.
Is it? I mean, maybe I'm just so out of the loop.
Looney is not Steph Curry.
Maybe I'm so out of the loop that is losing money. But holy cow! But anyway, everybody's so depressed. All the robot people that walk down the street, they're all threatening to protest and go on strike. You know, all the psychopaths that don't show up to work because they're dressed up like Darth Vader. They're all ready to burn their Darth Vader outfits and all this kind of stuff. But I mean, you can do a lot with $145 million. But anyway, so I'm gonna throw the Star Wars people in here. Please, is the game been changed? Do we have to dive on RP3PO? If we have to, we will, boy. Okay. The Trisha Yearwood and Garth Brooks have to fly that Star Wars spaceship. Yeah. But anyway, But so we'll
everybody else has, because there's a million commercials right now of Chewbacca next to some random person in the Millennium Falcon. Maybe that's part of the problem too. You're just putting anybody in that.
Maybe.
And maybe that's why they did casting, because you see D Wade in a commercial.
I know.
There's a random woman who's in the Millennium Falcon for like nationwide insurance. I mean, what's next? Flo from like...
Oh, Alice. Remember the show Alice?
Yeah,
Flo,
well, I was thinking Flo, the insurance girl.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Maybe Chewbacca's music is so... I mean, maybe his money...
Chewbacca's like, he's dancing with so many partners right now.
Maybe it cost him $100 million. I mean, maybe
I'm sure there's Chewbacca next to Conan O'Brien somewhere in the Millennium Falcon.
But really...
Listen, you could just put anybody in that seat. That's part of the problem.
He is about the only big name that they went and got for this thing. I mean, honestly, they didn't get... The originals, you know what I'm saying?
Well, there was a younger version, so. But
I'm saying,
listen, I'm still gonna see
Donald
Glover's Lando Calrissian.
Oh,
I mean,
if you can't make if $145 million is not a plus, why are we doing it? I mean, seriously, boy, that's how. But anyway, folks, you may feel that way about our show. Hey. If what am I trying to say, boy?
I'm just saying, if we can't,
I got so much, boy. Oh, it came and gone.
Just dive right onto it. Just go ahead and dive right onto it. Just dive right onto it.
Folks, listen to me. Take it from Trisha Illwood and Garth Brooks. Okay, if you want to know what keeps our, I think they're married. If you want to know what keeps our home garden family positive and together, if you want to know what keeps our marriage going. It's the second greatest book of all time, which is available at highspots.com, which may or may not ruin your marriage, depending on how much money you spend with us per month. Like I said, if you want to know more about the comedy shows I got coming up this weekend, all of the information about that will be on my Twitter account, which is @ManScoutManning, or on Instagram @ManScoutManning. This has been another edition of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle. Good show, Bullet. Very good show.
Yes.
Brother, we cover Star Wars from adultery to I don't know if they're married. I
think they are.
I know she's got a heck of a career.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. Right now, brother. Listen, she took over Martha Stewart the cooking pans in Walmart. It's now Trisha Illwood's cooking pans.